Welcome back to another episode of ReadyComicsRoll, and we're doing a Heroclix unboxing with Avengers, Black Panther, and the Illuminati. So, today we are actually participating at our local comic book store, our Past, Present, Future Comics, and we decided to participate in the open,
It was a pre-release of little
late
sealed tournament, 300 points.
Yeah, good fun match. Of course, we purchased some stuff and then got out. We were also lucky enough to grab a little bit extra of the boxes that were left over from pre-release. So we're going to be going over those, plus some rare ones that we pulled and used in our pre-release games.
Yes.
And with us today, we actually have a special guest, Johnny, who's also going to be helping us out with these pre-release boxes themselves. So we'll get right into it. You can start things off, Anthony.
All right, let's do this. So, Johnny at least has pre-cut some of the boxes. We can kind of just open it a little bit easier. Let's do something good. I see Champion already. Nice.
There you go.
I got another Professor Hulk.
You have the holographic Tony Stark.
Yes, I do. I don't think Champion's going to want to come out of there easy. Yeah. Alright, let's try and do this without bending them. We got this. There we go. Get some of these cards out.
I almost feel like I don't have to go over mine anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. Or your fancy one, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just say you pulled them. That's fine. Alright. So I think that's definitely, because that is a super rare one we're going to kind of show off. We get the cards set up. So that's actually a nice start to the pool. But on top of that, of course, we have, Iron Man, the holographic one, Voyager, Winter Soldier, and then Hulk. Hulk I'll probably go over as far as the pulls that I did for the pre-release. We'll go over that here in just a minute. Kind of set this off to the side. Let's go for the next one. I'm not mad at getting 3 super rares.
Yeah.
It's okay, Johnny. It's okay. Okay.
Well, now you gotta trade date one.
Oh my God. Okay, so there's a reason why this is funny. So I got 4 super rares now. That's now I have 2 collectors.
Just so you know, we ain't gonna get crap now.
Yeah. That's 2 collectors. That's actually one of the ones I pulled for the pre-release tournament. But I still want to show that off. But hey, that's one less that we need to discuss for.
Why don't you go over Champion a little bit? Show the back of the card and whatnot.
Oh yeah. So with Champion, bearer of the Power Gem. He doesn't actually come with the Power Gem. I believe Namor does. Usually
I think Namor does. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as Champion is concerned, I sense a greater challenge. At the beginning of the game, if an opponent force includes an additional game element, heal Champion 1 click past the starting line to click 0. So you'll notice Collector also has this really cool ability. And in regards to that, where's the next challenger? For a special move ability, it's charge. When Champion uses it and hits, after resolutions, choose 1. Remove an action token from Champion, or he may use Close Combat Expert at no cost. That's just nasty. So that's it for a lot of his, you can see the card for a lot of the other abilities. There's kind of the spread as far as his dials and abilities. The fact that you can actually put him to the 0 is always nice, because then you start from the 0 and then continue on.
Yep.
It can get a little bit ridiculous. So go ahead and move him over to the side. So like I said, that's funny because now that's one less to show, but you have Collector. So again, this one actually has the bearer of the Reality Gem. So if there's Reality Gem, you can start him off with that for an additional 5 points. I sense a greater challenge, same thing as what you had with the Champion. So if somebody has one of the gems or anything else, or Infinity Gauntlet, any of those special object items equipped, you put them to 0, which actually gives you impervious for your starting defense, which is just really kind of nasty. But what I really like too is my collection grows. So this is traded. Collector can be equipped with any number of equipment objects at the same time and has protected pulse wave. But what I really like, and this actually helped me out in the pre-release fight, is I find your hammer very unique. So he has Incapacitate, but when Collector uses it, instead of giving an action token, after resolutions, you may choose 1 equipment object equipped to a hit character and unequip it. And then as a free action, you go ahead and equip an unheld and unequipped opposing equipment object within range and line of fire. So what I did against Namor was knock off his power gem and then took it for my own. So that's just nice. That's gonna be. Oh yeah, so you do have Io. You have Elektra, which a lot of people they want the whole set of Elektras.
They want the whole set because
of
of the
Elektras.
shifting focus.
Yes, that's
having
gonna be really
the three
nice.
with the unique abilities and everything.
Shield
like
Diplomat is actually pretty useful. That's what you use during the tournament.
It's a good perplexer. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword in a little bit.
And then you have a Yellow Jacket, which is probably not as good as the Yellow Jacket from the I think it was Earth X, was it, or Battle World? All right, so we're gonna kind of move that off to the side. So I already showed you Collector. I don't need to show you Collector. I did, however, when we're talking about the pre-release polls.
You hurt my soul.
Yes, because John actually really wants this, and I was willing to trade him for it, but after getting intimate using the character during the tournament, he can actually do a lot. So he's a title character. So as far as being a title character is concerned,
basically, long story short, he can
create time bubbles,
create little time bubbles,
put
and
himself
pop around the map.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what's great is Kang Wars. And so as you keep creating with your +1, these little time bubbles, as many time bubbles as there are is how many plot points you can spend. And the beautiful thing is you get that many close or range combat attacks for free. So that is just where it gets truly ridiculous.
Yep.
I actually forgot to show the back of Collector's card. I'll probably show that here again just real quick in a minute. But that way you can see the back of Kang's card. The only detriment to Kang and the back when he gets knocked out is he basically gives that other person's team a free leadership in a sense. Because if the opposing character each opposing turn rolls a 4, 5, or 6, they can take a token off of any of their characters.
All right, so I'm going to start things off. One of the super rares that I picked today was in the tournament was actually Champion, but as you saw, Anthony already got that in his pool, so we won't go ahead and do that. But what was cool is I got the Prime Falcon. So that's kind of a view from above.
It was the only thing I killed all the time.
Yeah.
And it was
Here's the front of his card, the back of his card, and here's actually his Red Wing. So with this, basically, he can start of the game. He can create Red Wing. If there's a Captain America on the field, he actually gets energy shield deflection if he's a friendly character. What's really cool is the fact that he has Close Combat Expert as a close move. So the combination using Charge, as you see in the beginning, getting up close and kind of doing what he needs to do, and doing some real good damage, was really where it's at. This Falcon in the beginning, I wasn't really sure what I was going to get, but as the game progressed, to really see him as kind of this really good melee character with Red Wing, it was awesome. So let's go ahead and unbox my first new box for this. Hopefully something good. Well, I'm happy. I have Proxima Midnight, a Black Panther. I already got a Proxima Midnight, but that's just cool to get another one. I got an Ant-Man and a... Yeah. Shh. The thing that I'm hyped about for this is, of course, the rare Corvus Glaive, which is one of my favorite Black Order members. And all the Black Order members in this set, just like the original figs, all have the Call of Obsidian trait to kind of do some recourse damage if they pass on. So let me go ahead and put that card in there to see it. Okay. Get you a good look there. Let's see if I can't flip this over. Slide and stamp. Right there. Alright. So, as I said, he has the Call of Obsidian. So, once he gets destroyed, any over damage would be dealt to the opposing figure that dealt him the final blow. But that damage can't be reduced 1. What's great is his attack trait for special. He gets super strength. Free destroy a piece of blocking terrain within 3 squares. Roll a d6. On a 1 through 4, he gets a light object token. On a 5 and 6, he generates a heavy. So this is another figure that's really great for utility on making your tokens and objects out there so you can beef up all this damage. When Corvus Glaive makes a close object attack, instead of normal damage, you may roll a d6 and deal damage equal to the result +1 if using a light objects and +2 if it's using the heavy object. So for people who've been playing a long time in the past, it's almost like that Blade's Claws rule on a meteor, but you're getting bonus damage on this, which is really cool. No penetrating damage though. His special trait on defense is combat reflexes and regeneration as free. So he can regenerate with a free action going through, and we can see that he has it on his last like 3 clicks. So that's pretty cool. You can basically get him down there and try to tick him right back up. All right. So let me get that out of the way. Let me get into my second booster. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, Black Dwarf, something like that. That'd be great. Well, I did get a Bearer of a Gem. So I did get the Time Stone.
Because you got my Captain America.
Because I got a Captain America.
Not just a Captain, my Captain America.
Yeah, right?
Hey, there you go. There's your trade bait.
Yeah.
Because
fair.
Actually, you'd be making out better on the deal, but I love Captain America, so I'd be willing to trade a collector.
So this Captain America we actually got to see in the tournament. Really cool because when he hits, he basically has this knockback ability, which hits hard.
The stuff that the Time Gem is capable of.
Yes, Time Gem, which I'll show you in just one moment. I'll start off with that.
I'm so happy I got this Captain America.
You don't got the Time Gem though.
No, it comes with it.
Nope, doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't.
For super rare, it does.
Well, we'll talk about it. So, oh wait, that's not that. This is the Time Gem itself. Okay. So, on that, basically what it's doing is it modifies the range +1, gives the bearer probability control. When the character attacks, if it's a 10 or higher, the opposing character can't use the effects of a reroll at this turn. So it's cool. It kind of negates and gives you the ability to re-up your roll with prob. Captain America, let's put him right over here. Give you a quick look at his card. Okay. Let me do the back of the card so you can see that as well. Don't forget you can freeze it and kind of look at it going through. But again, he's a bearer of the Time Stone, so lesser costs for the item itself. 5 points instead of 10. He has free combat reflexes or energy shield deflection. He can choose this power until your next turn, so situational, which is great for him. Charge, running shot, sidestep for his beginning special power. And he has leadership. He can use the Time Gem if he has the Time Gem equipped, and equips its success after resolution. He may remove an action token from a friendly character. So, leadership. Captain America can use it with the Avengers, this set's Time Gem equipped and succeeds after resolution. He remove an action token from a friendly character. Okay, so it's still just like a powered up leadership. So, what we're going to get into now is Johnny's going to finish this off with what he got plus his special.
Trying.
What's up, you nerds? All right. Let's see what we have here.
John's like, we got some figures. I don't know what these figures are.
Got some figures?
We good?
You got a Thor. Wasn't that Thor?
I got a Thor, another Thor. So.
Oh, you had
guys
that
don't
one
know
already, don't you?
Thor's got a twin brother. Nobody knows about him but me. And her. She's a mystic.
Her? She's a mystic.
Enchantress.
There is one that's
Oh, actually, yeah.
It's pretty dope. It's
Nope.
silver.
So everybody has to be in Austin, which is code for a loser, and it unfortunately looks like it's Johnny this time.
That's why
Oh,
you're
no.
Chase this time?
That's because of this
Shut up,
box.
Austin.
Austin's gonna sell here in a second.
Yeah, Anthony's just, because he has
I'm salty over
Four-
everybody have my Captain Americas.
super rares. Listen, if you don't pick it, it's super rare. That's all I know. And what does she do? She rolls a 1 or a 2. You can remove an action token from her. That's what I
That's
do.
not bad.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Use 4 of her, you're gonna win everything. Everything.
Let's see what the next box is.
Yeah, that was. I don't know why I got that one. Let's try this one.
Johnny's gonna get like somehow the Thanos.
I just want to see
Ultra
bubble
Chase.
paper.
Yeah, that's essentially how you know you got something good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who did I get here? That looks like Batman, but it's not.
Right, 'cause it's,
No, you got
Same
Ultra
rare.
people. Who's this one?
also happy.
Did you get a rare at all?
No.
You know, it's funny. The pack that I gave away to that guy
Not
was
even.
the one that had the chasing.
Oh my god.
They're all dub.
I've been so salty.
Of course, I get this one.
I would
Yep.
have both.
It happens.
You know, Johnny, I want to hear it. Mr. Barbados and Shazam and Lex Luthor and all
Shoot,
the
I
other
got
crazy pulls that you
Barbados,
get.
so
Fair enough.
I've wanted, out of more than anything, like Captain America, as we all know, is kind of my character. That's who I like to roll with. Austin managed to actually go ahead and pull the Chase Captain America, the one that actually has the Infinity Gauntlet. It actually comes with said item. Get that in there. I'll show the card for Infinity Gauntlet here in a minute. So Austin was lucky enough to get the one Chase. We kind of knew we weren't going to probably get a Chase out of this one because somebody else pulled the Chase Iron Man with the Infinity Gauntlet. But so this is Captain America only to defend Earth and our reality. So this is kind of going based off of the Marvel's equivalent of Crisis of Infinite Earth, where he
Yeah.
actually wielded the Infinity Gauntlet to try and push away the Ultimate Universe. But he basically can start for 15 points additional with the Infinity Gauntlet equipped. The gems they want to be together is his trait, so it's a barrier, but you get to use it as free. The trick is, though, you only get to generate one marker, which typically you'll probably put anywhere around you that can keep somebody from hitting you. But what's really cool about this is Captain America cannot be healed and takes a maximum of 1 damage from attack and has protected pulse wave. So you're only ever hitting him 1 damage each turn, which is kind of ridiculous in the best way possible. But then on top of that, so pushing plans away, that's his knockback special ability. But when Captain America knocks a character back, add 10 to the amount of knockback. So you're just knocking like halfway across the world. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and take a look at the back of the card real quick so you can kind of see. I mean, six click thieves, that's still like 6 each time.
Yeah, well, when you're looking at it, where you can only do tick damage to him.
And also invincible, so you're minus in 2 no matter what. So anybody's trying to do 2 damage to him.
The, the key is basically like, from what I can get real quick, precision strike, nitpicking it. But the thing is, though, that's still going to be 6 attacks. That's an entire team going at it. When you're doing a match like this, where it's only 300 points or so for your sealed match, that's 2 turns.
On top of that,
going
though,
through
you
something.
have impervious. You have impervious too. So I mean, you can potentially not take any damage on 2 of his
Unless
plays.
it's precision strike.
Unless it's precision strike.
That's
but
what
that's
I'm
what I
saying.
mean. But even and then for his defense, but he has 19 defend.
Yes.
So he's really helping out anybody who's adjacent to him. So this is just a really
Well, he's a
good.
supporter and a defender at that point.
Exactly. On top of all his other stuff. So the Infinity Gauntlet, you basically when you have it wielded, you get the power cosmic. But what's great is, so you choose a standard power from the list of the number of Infinity tokens. So you got Mind Control, Pulse Wave, Close Combat Expert, Ranged Expert, Opposing Probability Control, and Poison. So until your next turn, this character has protected from all of those chosen powers. However, after resolutions, you roll a d6, so 2 through 4, you remove an Infinity token. From a 1, you remove an Infinity token, and you deal that character 1 unavoidable damage. And that's usually for 30 points if you're going to go ahead and just equip it normally. But again, because the way it works is people that are supposed to have those items, they can do it for half. So Austin really made out very well on this deal. And then, of course, put that off the side. Yeah, I guess we can show off Gardner. Why not?
I mean, he's an
Why
emperor of
not?
the universe.
Who cares? But Gardner is a pretty good figure. So that one's bearer of the time gem. So you saw the time gem for the Captain America. So he can go ahead for only 5 points to have that kind of equipped right off the bat. So I sense a greater challenge. We've been discussing this one before. So this is really great for anybody else that you're going against that has not even just the Infinity Gems or the items, any object item. So even the ones from the past, if people are still playing with those, you can go ahead and put them to click 0, which is always helpful because they usually have some really good abilities on there. So Watch My Garden is a trait at the beginning of your turn. You may generate a hindering terrain marker in a square within range. So that can really be helpful too in regards to just about anything. If you're trying to go ahead and go to stealth, if you're trying to to do any kind of damage. The other special ability for attack is my plants have a calming effect, or the opposite if I desire. Smoke Cloud, free. Make a close attack targeting an opposing character occupying a hindering marker generated by Gardner regardless of adjacency. If you hit, choose that a hit target either can use or can't use Battle Fury until your next turn. So that can be very helpful against people that knocking over boxes. So just so you can go ahead and see the card for Gardner. Again, you have that 0 click. You can go ahead and put him 2. With Power Cosmic too. I mean, you can't disregard Power Cosmic.
And just because Johnny wants to make sure to toss this one in there before we close out the video.
He didn't want it. We took it anyways. Taskmaster is a really good one for a super rare. Taskmaster just in general is just a good character. And so just because you hired me doesn't make us friends. Taskmaster doesn't count against theme teams. So that's actually really good if you're trying to do an Avengers theme team, for instance. It wouldn't count against it. So it doesn't break up if you have a whole bunch of other Avengers. Other trait, I memorized moves from dozens of chumps. Take your best shot. Free, you choose 2. So you can choose between Charge, Flurry, Running Shot, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Incapacitate, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Precision Strike, Combat Reflexes. Oh my god, so many. Energy Shield Deflection, Close Combat Expert, Exploit Weakness, Range Combat Expert. Taskmaster can use the chosen power until your next turn. This turn, characters targeted by Taskmaster with an attack can't use the chosen powers until your next turn. So you basically are getting an outwit on top of being able to use those powers, which is just ridiculous.
Photographic memory and
that's
adaptability of
Taskmaster.
That piece is awesome.
Yes, for super rare, absolutely. And this set we weren't sure about it at first, but there's a lot of really good figures. It also has wild card team ability. So that's also can be a pretty big deal. And then that way you can go ahead and see for 100 points, man. That's great.
Yep.
Especially with the pickup powers, man. Whoa. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for a lot of our figures. So that's going to go ahead and roll us out for this episode. You can kind of see what we pulled from our boosters from the pre-release. We might actually try and get a brick to do unboxing.
We're trying to go ahead and see if we have the funds together to get ourselves another brick or a case between the two of us.
But as you all know, we're broke, so if you want to help support us to make sure we can get that brick, definitely head over to our Patreon. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we weren't sure about the set, but there's a lot of really great figures. Unfortunately, I hate the fact that my brother got the Chase Captain America for several reasons.
You might not end up with any cap.
I know. Don't put that evil on me. Don't put that evil on me.
Yep.
But I managed to. I mean, we all pulled pretty well in general.
No, I think there's one thing about this set though. Everything kind of rolls out really well. There's been a lot of rares, super rares, stuff like that really makes you kind of want to. Go into stuff. A lot of lower figs are really universal.
That's a common. That hope.
But we'll go over more stuff. We want to try to do more matches. Get back into that on our YouTube content. So. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell us the things that you like down in the comment below or how much crap you hate us. So you can do that. We have a lot of great content on our YouTube channel, and you can always follow us for our podcast on a weekly event over on Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, all those good places.
iTunes, any place that you can find a podcast, you can find us on there. You can also follow us on social media. We post a lot of pictures. Recently, we went to MegaCon, so we have a lot of shots from MegaCon as far as a lot of awesome cosplay and other stuff that's going around. So, yeah.
All right.
Until next time.
Rolling out.